Values Network. Also with us, David Corn, MSNBC political analyst and bureau chief for Mother Jones in Washington. Great to have both of you with us. Rabbi Shmuley, we've had some pretty intense conversations about this. Did you hear anything today from President Obama or Secretary of State John Kerry that would give you any level of encouragement at all?
Ed, how could I have heard anything from the president when it was all drowned out by the noise of non-alcoholic champagne popping all over Tehran? This is a deal that is so good for Iran. They keep their underground nuclear facilities open. They capitulate in no way whatsoever. They maintain their entire nuclear apparatus, and they get billions and billions of dollars in unfrozen assets. Why would they not agree to this deal? When President Obama just said in the clip that you showed that Ayatollah Khamenei said there's a fatwa against nuclear weapons, Ayatollah Khamenei is the biggest terrorist in the world. He's the foremost murderer alive. Who would trust him? But why do we trust him when he says, I'm not going to build nuclear weapons? But when he says, death to America, death to America, this is North Korea all over again. We saw the same deal with North Korea. We saw the same inspections, and they have bombs, and now we can't do a thing about the people they murder because they are rendered immune because of their nuclear weapons.
All right. Okay, but go ahead, David.
I was going to say, we can either talk about facts or we can just throw rhetoric around. I know being a rabbi is often a rhetorical position, and that's what you're very good at, Rebbe, but there are lots of facts to discuss. In fact, this parameters, it's not an agreement. We don't know if they can sign this deal by the end of June, but it tremendously reduces the nuclear program that Iraq has. You take 10,000 kilograms of low-enriched uranium, you bring it down to 300 kilograms of low-enriched uranium, and you have very, very, very intrusive inspection processes. And this, all by itself, without anything else, makes it much harder for them to get to an atomic weapon.
Right.
I mean, that's just
that right there. That right there. That's what I want that Rabbi. That's what I want you to respond to. The president says that Iran will not have weapons-grade plutonium. What about the facts? Forget the past behavior. There's always going to be societal differences and judgments drawn about what terrorism and what it is and everything. I'm talking about saving the world here, that a country will not get a nuclear weapon. What about the facts? Did you hear anything today that would give you any hope that we're headed in the right direction?
Well, I want to first thank David for his compliment on my rhetorical skills. God bless you. But in the final analysis, let's speak facts. And let me respond specifically to your question, Ed. Did I hear anything that will make me feel a little bit at ease that Iran maintains its entire nuclear apparatus?
Correct.
Although they're just going to... One second, just David, how can I demonstrate... David, how can I maintain... How can I demonstrate my rhetorical skills when you speak over me? Give me a moment, and then you can disagree with me right afterward. They maintain their entire apparatus. It's just a matter of not enriching at the same level right now. They're not dismantling Fordo. They're not dismantling
So the answer is no.
No, the answer is that the assurances President Obama gave us are the same assurances that the Clinton administration gave with North Korea. It was the same deal, same speech, same intrusive inspections. Well, let me ask you a question then. What is the significant difference between the deal done with North Korea, intrusive inspections, the UN, monitors, cameras, and then they have a weapon? Tell me the difference. That's what I need to know, David.
There are lots of differences. To begin with, they're getting rid of 2/3 of their centrifuges. They're taking them out of one entire facility. They are allowing more. These are deeper and more intrusive inspections than what happened in North Korea. You say they maintain their nuclear apparatus. It's really not true. It's not going to function the way it's been functioning. And the question also is, what is the alternative? There is no way you're going to get a harder sanction regime than what President Obama pulled together in a multilateral way. So if you don't try this deal, if it can be pulled off, you have one course of action, which is military action.
Well, gentlemen, we got to run. Rabbi Shmuley, go ahead. Rabbi, quickly,
the Washington
comment on that.
Post said today that North Korea developed nuclear weapons with 2,000 centrifuges. Iran is being left with 6,500 centrifuges. They can build bombs. That's the purpose of the program.
Rabbi Shmuley and David Corn, good to have you with us tonight. We'll have you back for sure. Coming up, the quick fix. Questions still surround Indiana's revised religious law. Rapid response panel on that is next. Stay with us. We're right back.
I'm Hampton Pearson with your CNBC Market Wrap. Stocks in the shortened trading week with some gains. The Dow's up 65 points, the S&P up 7, the NASDAQ adds 6 points.